Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video may contain copyrighted images being used underneath the Fair Use Act for educational purposes. Mark and Patricia had a shit show yesterday. Or was it day before yesterday? I'm trying to give it a little time before I do videos so I can see what's being said and all that stuff. So today is going to be part one. What I want people to understand, Mark and Patricia's show is heavily produced. They probably have a production company that produces her weekly show. And this much I know because they've mentioned it. They talk on Skype before the show privately because they both get emailed their talking points and printed out on their printers. And they both sit down privately on Skype and go over their talking points and what they're going to say. What kind of skits and what kind of props they're going to set up and all that other bullshit they do. Staged bullshit. Remember, this show is staged from the get-go. So, with that in mind, let me clarify one more thing. Not only is it staged from the get-go, I suspect they have somebody going around in their production crew to my channel, MGTV's channel, and so on and so forth, and reading everybody's comments because they came back and they immediately did damage control on everything that was being said. So this ain't just a Mark and Patricia show, folks. So let's not be fooled here. So let's start this out, this staged production. It starts out staged from the get-go, and you're going to notice this desperate attempt to prove something.
Hello and welcome to Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. It's episode number 199. I'm Patricia Steer, and this is The Secret Show. That means my co-host is Mark Sargent. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Patricia. I am happy to be here on your 199th show post-conference.
Yes, we're back, and what a conference it was. Amazing, and we're going to discuss it and show some wonderful things that we...
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What?
No, I'm sorry. I know it's not the 200th show. I don't know if you have anything special planned for the 200th show. I know it's the 199th, but you got something wrong behind it. There's a picture that's bent.
Wait.
Picture. One of your Smith's pictures. Okay. Yeah, that thing.
Cats, hold on. Let me correct it.
Yeah, the cats jumped up on the wall and hit the picture. Get freaking real. This is just, I don't know, you know. If she's a woman, why is she trying so hard to prove that? And then Mark's acting like she's so hot. She's not even sexually appealing to me. Let's watch this desperation here.
Wait. Cat toy. Anybody want to play?
No, but I do want to know what exactly you are...
Good?
What do you? Yeah, it's good. What are you wearing exactly?
It's called a romper. It's like shorts.
It's like shorts. Does it?
It's like a jumpsuit, but all one piece.
A romper. Let's watch this some more.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of shoes would you wear with such a thing?
You could wear anything really. Boots, or I'm just wearing these regular little pumps, vegan pumps.
Vegan pumps.
Yes.
Very nice.
In case anybody wants to know what size I wear, if anybody wants to buy me any shoes, size 8.
Size 8 women.
Do you see the bullshit here? I mean, this is horrible. This makes me want to gag. Vegan shoes? Please explain that one. What the hell are vegan shoes? You didn't use leather? But you had a leather purse one day, Patricia, if I remember right. Vegan shoes. Get real. Were they plastic, like your face? Anyways. Yeah, you see the desperation here. I don't know why Mark didn't point out this picture was crooked. But I've never seen a woman try to prove to everybody that she's a woman and do it so desperately. Let's keep going here. Um, Mark's going to apologize to her, and listen carefully what Patricia says here.
Anyway, I wanted to apologize to you because I was making comments about some of your outfits, and I kept mentioning that you were wearing silk, and I had forgotten that vegans don't wear silk.
That's true, but some vegans do. I mean, I'm not here to push any vegan agenda, but
Well,
She's not here to push any vegan agenda. You won't find a show she's done where she doesn't mention veganism. And they've mentioned vegan already 5 times, in case you missed it. And through this show, they probably mention it another 5 to 10 times. They are pushing an agenda, folks. It's called monetization, selling you products. A lot of these products they're probably selling are probably coming from Metatron or something like that. That's having all these produced. It's utter bullshit and other lies. Just stage theatrics. This is like TV. It's no different. It's all staged, just like TV. It's no different. You might as well be watching the news and believing everything they tell you, folks. Let's keep going here. Stardom. Patricia's having stardom withdrawals. How sad. Let's listen to this pathetic stuff here. Oops, I have it on slow.
survived.
I wish the conference were this coming weekend. I had withdrawal. I seriously did. It's a flat earth conference withdrawal syndrome where you just feel a little down when you come back.
Yeah.
Even if you've got a wonderful life and family and friends and pets, you just feel like, oh, I went to the grocery store because, I didn't have anything left in the house because I was away on the trip. I think most people who went on the trip had to hit the grocery store after they came back. And while I was pushing the cart around and putting things in my cart, I was thinking, this is so different than when we were at the conference because you'd come down to the lobby of the hotel and there'd be a few people who would look right past you because they were just visitors to the hotel.
Right.
But 99% of the people there would be like, hi, hey, how's it going? Come over here. Everyone was hugging and greeting each other all of the time.
Right.
And
Just utter bullshit. And they try to pass themselves off as normal flat earthers. They're trained actors, both of them. I suspect both of them have been receiving a lot of acting training since they started 2 years ago. Because if you go back 2 years ago, they're horrible. If you go and if you look at it now, it's a spot on production. Might as well call it spot on production, huh? Shit. All right, let's keep going here because, like I said, this turned into the Flat Earth Shopping Network. She's got they're selling earrings, T-shirts, coins that aren't coins. They're just scrap metal. Probably going to cost a fortune. In fact, the coins they're selling that you guys are seeing on his channel, on Carly's channel, you can't even buy a set. You have to buy a bunch. It's in mass production, and it's being produced out of Taiwan. Metatron probably put in the freaking order, and there you go. But Mark says if you guys want one, you have to email him. He can't give you the contact info to the guy that's making them, probably because it's traced back to Metatron. But yeah, if you want a set of them coins that ain't even silver, they're just worth the scrap metal. If you want a set of them coins, you're going to have to buy them in bulk. I think more than 20 sets. So let's listen to this.
I have some.
can I start first with, like you call it, swag gift?
Oh, okay, yeah, because I got swag.
Because I want to make it part of my outfit, and I waited until now. No Globe is the name of the design house that's made this. Handmade items. And I was given this at FEIC 2017 by Judy Boyer. This is on her Etsy shop, where you can find many items at www.noglobe.etsy.com. And this is her business card. And she made some No Globe earrings, which I'm going to put on right now. So I will do that while you show and tell some of the great things that you received.
I got some cool stuff. Okay, obviously I am wearing the Flat Earth conference. Ooh, hopefully this thing's tip over. The official T-shirt, FEIC 2017.
How does that work? The logo work? I see the F.
Okay, it's all built in. So F and E are the same. Everything just stacking on top of each other. So if you took all the letters and you just kind of put them in one column and mashed them together.
So
FEIC.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's no dot.
It confused me.
Cool. And of course, my favorite.
Ridiculous. And this is what I mean. They got a team out there reading all the comments, and they do damage control based on our comments. I mean, it's just more and more obvious that this is a production. This is already a TV show. It's already a shit show. Scripted shit show. So let's keep on going here. Listen to this stuff. And I think this is all made up too. Mark's acting like, here it is. They stayed 2 days after the conference. And Mark's acting like the plane was just full of flat earthers coming up to him saying hi during the flight. And he's handing out used T-shirts. Let's listen to this utter nonsense. I think they do this just for mockery.
And my favorite part of the flight, other than giving out T-shirts, because I still had, and sorry guys, I know I warned them. I'm pretty sure they didn't smell that bad.
You don't have a smell. I mean, I've never been around you when you've been working out, but you don't have a strong personal odor.
No, I take a shower.
Some people do, even if they don't bathe, they just do. It's the way we're
some people outside of the United States that say that Americans take too many showers.
I've heard that
they're too clean. But for me, I don't know. There's something about it. I'm just not. Smell affects me. So I literally take a shower every 12 hours. So every morning, every night, and that makes sense anyway.
So there they go. They go on about personal hygiene. Now let's listen to more of Mark on his shit show and his flight back from North Carolina. Remember, this is a direct flight from North Carolina to Seattle a couple days after the convention, and he says the plane is full of flat earthers coming up to him, when maybe there's just two flat earthers, D. Marble and some lady that was hanging out with them most of the time there. Let's listen.
And it's a 6-hour flight from North Carolina up to Seattle. And it's me, an empty seat in the middle, and then a woman in her 30s on the window. And we don't talk the entire time. You've gone with flights like that where you're literally, you're just not talking to anybody. And we nod every once in a while. So, here's your pretzels. Oh yeah, here's take the glass. It's all hand gestures and facial gestures. And she's not talking to me, but she's more and more interested that people are coming up to me, and I'm giving them shirts, and we're kind of making little gestures to each other. So finally.
What kind of gestures are you making to each other, Mark? Please explain more. Gestures? People are just coming up to you during the flight saying, "Oh, hi, Mark. It was nice to meet you at the convention." They didn't say hi to you and come up to you during the before the flight while you guys were sitting in the lounge waiting to board the plane. None of this makes sense. He makes this shit up. And keep listening.
Literally 15 minutes before this flight ends, she taps me on the shoulder and says, "Hey, I don't want to come off as forward." And of course, me, I'm thinking, well, it's go time, right? It's sex all the way. No, that's not what I thought. She taps, she goes, "I don't want to come off as forward, but I don't think we're going to survive this flight." And I'd never been with a man before. No, that's not how it went. She taps me on the shoulder. She goes, "Hey, I just it's going to sound weird, but I want to know what your shirt means," because I was wearing a Flat Earth Army shirt. And she goes, "It seems like people in this plane know who you are." And I go, and I did the whole, that's my thing now. I'm into reverse psychology. I go, "You know what? I don't think you really should ask me about this. It's just not something I think you'd be into." And she's go, "Come on, what is it?" I go, "I don't know. It's not for the faint of heart. You're going to lose a lot of sleep if I tell you what this is." And she just kept insisting. She's like, "Okay, look, I can take it. I need to know." So I did my 10-minute nickel tour of the flat Earth. And by the time literally the wheels were touching down, she's like scrambling for a piece of paper and a pen, going, "Write your contact information down on this.
It's all an
I
act,
need
folks.
to know more." And so all I did was write 3 words: flat earth clues. Didn't write my name, didn't write my phone number. I just said, look it up. And I said, in a couple of weeks, when you call me, make sure that you mention that we sat next to each other on the plane.
This is all stage bullshit. When you call me next week, so I expect this lady's gonna call on Mark's TFR show in a week or two, and say, "Oh, hey, I'm the lady that you met on the flat Earth flight from North Carolina to Seattle." All stage bullshit. And then people are gonna think he's great because he woke this lady up on the airplane, and D Marble and the other lady, the other flat earther, that's the only 2 flat earthers he can identify on this flight that apparently came up and begged for used T-shirts from Mark. Get real. Just mockery. They're making this. This is the comedy show. This, like MGTV said, it's gonna be a information and entertainment show. It's not gonna be about flat Earth and correcting the problems, like teaching our kids in school about the globe. It ain't about stopping NASA. It's about making a production company and movies and TV programs and millions of dollars. That's all it's about, folks. So, now they got a flat Earth star. Remember, I told you it's about products. I wish I can get a better view of this to see this star better. Count the points. It seems to be a star with something overlaid. But let's listen to this.
So this is one of the flat Earth lanyards, special, and they double as keychains. So when you don't, if you don't want to use it as a lanyard, look, it's a keychain. It actually comes off, detaches. So
everybody looking at it is thinking what I am, which is that looks like a police badge.
Yeah, it does look like a police badge, but it's a special flat Earth badge.
Back it up.
Yeah, special flat Earth badge. Could it be a Star David?
Slightly a little bit away because your camera isn't. Okay, now talk.
Okay, so do I move it forward a little?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if there's one there. 6. I don't know. We need to get a better look at this because something's overlaid the points. But yeah, just more mockery. Just more mockery from this clown show. They're even proud about their Illuminati cards. And Patricia brings that up, and, you know, utter ridiculous. Just watch.
Well, the event started off with Robbie D, and then we had a great
D
Marble opening keynote speech.
Yep.
Now remember that keynote speech. Usually have one keynote speaker at an event. You know, he's like the head guy, the honcho. You know, the guy that kicks off the event. But you're going to find out here that there's another self-appointed keynote speaker. But let's listen to the rest of this clip. Because remember, this is all staged. They knew they were going to do this from the get-go.
And then moved on from there. You did really well. Everyone loved what you...
Look at the sinister duping delight here. They're mocking you, people.
We're doing.
Yeah. It was the Illuminati cards that I was giving out. Yeah.
And I have one of the Illuminati cards that you gave me, which is the Vegas card.
Oh.
I've got the Vegas. Well, you have a couple of Vegas cards.
Well, no. You've got the English Vegas card. You've got the only English Vegas card.
I will treasure it.
Show it real quick because people got to believe it's real.
There it is.
And it's signed in silver pen on the back. If you're wondering why it says Illuminati Mark Sargent, that's me. I signed it in silver pen.
Upside down.
That's him. It's just all mockery, folks. In your freaking face. Mockery. And remember, this is going to be a TV show. Online, it could be, I shouldn't say TV show. It could be a TV show. This shit show could be a radio show, or they can just continue to be an online show. because they don't really have an audience. I mean, their view counts is pathetic. Their like counts is pathetic too. They just don't have an audience. I mean, my channel gets just as many views as theirs does, unless there's some drama, or should say hers, but they usually get a high view count when it's after, the convention or a bunch of drama like what's going on. But during her show, she only had 200 people at one time watching it. And at the end of the show, the count was up to 900. That tells me 700 people are just clicking on it and saying, I've had enough of these freaking people, and they're gone. So they only watch a few minutes of it. So, with that in mind, I remember I said, keep in mind that they called D. Marble the keynote speaker. Here's Mark doing his BBC Radio 5 interview here. And when you do your interview, you set yourself up. They'll ask you, how would you like me to introduce you? And listen how Mark tells him how he wants to be introduced.
I apologise, but anyway, it's good to have you on. Our presenters are Tony and Anna.
Okay.
And we're going to say Mark Sargent is the author of Flat Earth Clues and was the keynote speaker at the 2017 Flat Earth International Conference, and you join us from the United States. Is that right?
Sounds good.
Is that right? Sounds good. So then he comes and tries to tell you he's not appointing himself as Flat Earth leader. The hell he isn't. It's what he's doing by calling himself a keynote speaker. These people are keynote frauds, and they're turning this into a $1 million venture for themselves. Have a good day, everybody.